welcome to my channel. Love you guys and thanks for coming on over today. I'm going to share with you my 2 glue books that I have been working on the last couple weeks. Kind of between projects of junk journals and or any Christmas things I might want to do. So just, and I have to tell you, this little guy right here that I started the other day that when I was having a creative block, this thing got me through, and I'll show this to you in a little bit. Now, most of you have seen this junk journal that has been made out of envelopes and has been decorated into a glue book of different pieces of art and such. Now, I didn't put a title on it yet. I'm still deciding on what to call it. I've got a box of words that I've cut out of magazines. I just haven't decided what to do with it. So, but yeah, let me get started in showing you this because it was a lot of fun to make, and I'm kind of proud of it, how it turned out. So I've got some words in this book, and I like the size of it. So just picked images from magazines and catalogs and things that I thought were interesting and added some words here and there. Not every page has words, but every page is interesting. I will give it that. So just pages from books and magazines with some words. The beginning makes sense. A lot of wow and taking over. It's good stuff. And a lot of papers and things. And this is some art that I did. And here's some colors that kind of go with it and lines that I thought were interesting that made this page a little more cohesive. And this is just a beautiful magazine page. And here is the artist, Anne Bagby. I've never heard of her, but I just love it. And it's carved and it's painted and it's just luscious with color. And this right in here is an envelope window that I have created a tag for. Yeah, and it just goes right in there. I like a little black and white. And you gotta make it fit. Gotta make it fit just right. There. So yeah, a lot of black and white interspersed in here. Some painted papers, magazines, words, and this interesting page just has some pictures of different time. I love this black and white in this guy. It's just pretty cool. Get a little closer here on that one. It's just a cool page. Anyway, moving right along. Get your move on, right? Apply daily and experience the knowledge quest with ideas you'll love. And I loved all the lines, the different lines in this page. I added some black and white washi tape lines too. And this is just wrapping paper. And here's some pretty tissue, a napkin, and just a pretty image of a child. And it looks like it's having an episode or an encounter with nature. And here's a card. I thought this was pretty cool. And some more black and white from a coloring book. Cool. Thought she was interesting. Put some painted paper on the back of a painted paper. Some ribbon here that matched this. And you know what? He's driving a train. So you got, I think I can, right? And this page I did a video on. Love this, how this turned out. I really like this. She made her own rules and it turned into art. And on the edge it says, never give up hope, never give up hope, never give up hope. And she's looking up because everything's good looking up. And I added some poetry. What are heavy? Sea, sand, and sorrow. What are brief? Today and tomorrow. What are frail? Spring blossoms and youth. What are deep? The ocean and truth. Just added it here and there. And this is my resource thing. And I only have one of the bind stitches in it. So it's kind of floppy. Anyway, Love that. I think that's cool. I didn't put any titles on these two things or this page. I have the artist here. This is Found Objects, and he makes them into sculptural walls and then paints it all. I thought that was pretty cool. So I found this washi tape that is a ribbon, and it's just got some books and beakers, and it just kind of went along with all this. And it ties in the blues. And I also had added some scriptures and just some faith-based encouraging words. Dream, believe, and hope. Relax, sleep well, feel better. Everyone wins, right? Someday I'll sleep better. I need to move my stuff here, my pretty things. And a beautiful butterfly. Who doesn't want to dream about butterflies? And then this wonderful, beautiful, huge atrium that, you know, there's books. It must be a library of some sort. I'm sure it said in the book that I took apart, but I don't have it anymore. God's promise to us, direction, be ready. And I really like the perspective on this. I am not good at drawing perspective things. And so this made it interesting for me to see how the lines go like that. And then this goes here and the shadows. And just, I know that this picture has some other meanings because it was a picture that was painted during the war. And unfortunately, it's not a very nice picture, but I'm turning it into good. And I'm showing this girl going in a direction, and I'm praying that that right there is God and his promise. And I want to be ready for that. So turning it into good. And on the back is this cool picture of the clocks. I think this is cool. And then every day, happiness is a choice. Pointing to that. Yes, it is. All the time in the world is a choice. Here we go. Fun, it's one of my favorite sparkling waters, so I threw that in there. I love the swirls that these two things make together. And this is just some fun pop of color with the word BAM on it. That's just fun. Yeah, and these cool houses. I love these papers. I don't have those papers, but it came from a paper pack. And a beautiful picture of sun rays coming through. It's called Ray of Hope, and it's in Utah. So I have never been there, but that looks like a really beautiful place to visit. And then some other colors and some things that go with it, sort of. This stained glass picture I've been hanging on for such a long time, and it just seemed to work perfect in here. And it's just beautiful with a black and white napkin in the background. And here's just some warm pages and cozy page with some cozy images. And this was my first collage page in here. I just took a little bit of everything and just added it. This is some Dollar Tree ribbon that's bedazzled with some, all kinds of textures. I've got fabric in here, and obviously magazine pages, some more paper that's got glitter bumps on it, some envelope pages. It just came together, just really cool. I like how it turned out. No shortcuts. Any snail mail you ever get, you know, this is not Amazon Prime right here. But life isn't about shortcuts. You don't learn anything if you're going to take a shortcut, right? So I put in here the Ecclesiastes, a time. It's not Ecclesiastes, but it is about time, and take time to pray, take time for friends, time for work, time to think, time to read, time to laugh, time to love, time to dream, time to play, and time to worship. And it's just that, don't take shortcuts with these kind of things. All right, moving on. I made this page with a little kite, and one of my favorite things from Olive Garden. You know, you get those little yummies at the end. And I made that, but I kind of cover it up. But I love this saying, imagination is the highest kite one can fly, right? So it just kind of kind of has to go there. On the other side is just some painted pages with a pretty collage image that somebody else had made from a summer set, and it says make of yourself a light. It is Buddha, whatever. But anyway, pretty image. And more black and white thrown in there. No words for this one. I liked all the doorknobs. This is from an old magazine from 1972, I think. But I just loved all the different kinds of doorknobs and kind of went with the industrial feel here. Added some more black and white tape. And I left this page kind of simple. So stately his form and so lovely her face. And just found this image, and it just seemed to go very romantic with this page. So anyway, and yarn. I have friends who love to crochet and knit, and they are masters at it. I'm going to pop this little flap here and show you this little book, and that I put in here with, it's just the top of a packaging, whatever. And I made this book a long time ago, and I hadn't had a place for it, but it's just one of those little books that I made out of scrap paper, and it's one of those fold type things. And I glued a couple pages, and I just stamped it all up with some hearts and some love stamps that I made and painted purple and blue. And it's just, I like how it feels, and I like the look of it, and I outlined the word love, and it's a lot of fun. Just a little fun thing. And then put some washi tape with hearts, heart washi tape. And another pretty image of a peony. Just lovely. More black and white. And this page is just goofy. It just doesn't really go with anything, but it's fun. Kids these days, giggles, just fun. This is from a Froggy Went a Courtin' book, really old, from my library at the school I worked at. And just this page, At Home in Nature, bird and a bunny, and some washi tape. That's nature washi tape all around. And then just a simple page here. And I love this. Wish I had more of these kind of things. That's really pretty. And a picture of a castle. Yep, the ornament of a house is the friends who frequent it. But look at that. Isn't that interesting? Man, you want to go in there and see what that's all about. And here's another one of my painted papers. It's watercolor and black line pen. Be hopeful, stay calm, rest easy. And this is all about it. This is all about calm and resting, and this is one way I unwind. And here's a little pretty picture of paints. And this is really it's a maze, and honestly, it's I'm not sure where it's from, but it's from a National Geographic magazine. Beautiful pictures in those magazines. Those photographers are just crazy, really good. So explore, imagine, dream, and create with some black and white washi. And this was interesting. I found this image from a Somerset magazine in this Victor Hugo little poem here. It says, be like the bird that, pausing in her flight, a while on boughs too slight, feels them give way beneath her, and yet sings, knowing that she hath wings. And I just thought that went with this. Unlock your wings, and then, ta-da, there's a bird on the back. Fun. And isn't that a fun project? I want to do some more of that. That's kind of fun. Painted in papers, and then just making a collage into a picture. That would be a fun project to do with children. I think they would really like that. I could see an art class in a school going that direction, or an art lesson on color theory and all kinds of fun stuff. I don't know about that, what art teacher would know. Anyway, this is just a pretty picture. It says, do what makes you happy. Just some fun colors. And I made this little collage page, and just stuck it in here as a flip, and your target audience is to inspire. And more birds, and then these cool glasses. Look at those. Aren't those fun? Set of 4 for 28 bucks. I don't know. And this pretty bird page. I just like it. The birds, and I like that sticking out. That's from a rice packaging. And these colors are fun. I just like that. And having fun with some telephones over here. These are actually kind of expensive. I mean, $60 for a trendline phone with ringer, dial, plug, and cable. The trimmest design and phone glamour. Isn't that fun? $16 or $60 for, the Victorian looking thing. And I thought those were kind of expensive because this magazine was like 1970 something. But anyway, and this is a page of journals from a collector's magazine. And these are the covers that they made. And they're all pictures and they're sewn. So I thought that was fun. And this cat one cracks me up. Anyhow, moving right along, giraffe, love the giraffe, you know, sticking his neck out there. And it had an apple sticker. I don't know why I put that there, just did. And then some chocolate, some more black and white washi. And then this card says, follow your dreams. And this is a scrapbook paper that I hadn't used. And I was digging through my stash and look at that. The whole page has words on it about dreaming and stuff. So you got the caterpillars on that side. And then where are you going? So follow your dreams and where are you going? Makes sense. I like it. And that's just on a magazine page, a heavy-duty magazine page. And this was fun. You got the bold and graphic and the cool and serene right here. And then, which one are you? Who are you? Or who are you? I don't know. But I thought that was interesting. Here's another little collage. Just a small page that I did once upon a time. And this is all pieces. And it's beauty from the broken places. I thought that was kind of an interesting way to put this page. Made this little tip out. And here's a poem that I thought was pretty. If man does not keep pace with his companions, perhaps it is because he hears a different drummer. Let him step to the music he hears, however measured or far away. And that's from Thoreau, not the one you do with the ball. Anyway, just a little more collage here in a pocket and just a card that I had made, put together. But surprise, surprise, on this side of the card is this window. And it's very plain. It's just lines and it's got some stamping on it and just that for the window. If I wanted to write on here, I could, but I might not. I don't know. Doesn't say in the directions if I'm supposed to write on that card or not. But the poem says, devotion. The heart can think of no devotion greater than being shore to the ocean, holding the curve of one position, counting an endless repetition. Oh, I thought that was lovely. That's Starry Night by Van Gogh, but it looks like ocean waves to me. Anyway, so I thought that was pretty. And then the last page is the big finish. And it's an old calendar that you could cross-stitch, embroider, that you could order from this magazine, that same magazine with the telephones in it. And I just thought that's really pretty. But treasure every day. And that's our goal, right? That is our goal. Treasure every day. And it's hard to do sometimes. So that's this book of no name fame. I don't know what to call it yet. But let's look at my little innovative style. This guy has just been so fun. I'm going to zoom in because it's so tiny. Wrong way. Bring in the candle and my stamp. So this little guy was born out of a lack of inspiration. So it just makes me happy. Calendar page, some wallpaper for the binding. And again, it was just something like this. It was a nothing junk page put together, little, probably 2x4, I don't even know, but, and I could measure, but I just don't want to. But yeah, lacking inspiration one day, I just need to glue. So I grabbed my stuff and I went to town. And this one I ended up with words I need to pull back because I do have too close. There we go, better. So in this one it says, I'm calling it innovative style because it was very just whatever. But my hand, God knows the secret plan of the things he will do for the world using my hand. Huh. Selah, right? Anyway, and then it's on a piece of paper that has a lot of imagine, wishes, 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 wish, dream, believe, imagine, all these really good quotes on it. So yeah, just some painted papers and some glued stuff and some words. That's all this is. It's some collage and napkins. And here's some more of that swirly brown paper that went with the meringue pie. How you finish depends on how you start. And I like the simplicity of this. And I could go back with some pens and do some outlining, don't you think? Or arrows. That would be kind of fun, huh? So just added some collage here, and I wanted to design. So this is what I came up with. This is dendritic painting paper, and I have a video on that. That was a fun project, and I used glass plates with that from frames. And this doesn't have any words, it's just kind of plain, so I might come back and draw on that. This is just some pretty images I put together. And a little collage, 3 things. A sticker on this black dendritic painting. I love these pants. I got some cool pants. They're very comfortable. And a tea bag. My husband makes kombucha tea and he uses these. And I love a little panda. So just some color combinations. That's something nice about these kind of books. You can just put things together and see what colors work. It's kind of an experimentation in color combination and what you like and what you don't like. I love this right here. I think these colors together, and this is a napkin, and that's some of this yellows and browns from another painting that I did, painted paper. I just inspiring beyond expectations, because I would never put oranges and these greens, and I even put a little bit of red in there too. And I love the color combinations there. It's a little boho kind of looking thing. And this too, very interesting. This is just a ripped, I use this piece of paper for lots of different things, and just added, there goes my sunshine. I'm gonna have some sun going in and out, so that's gonna affect my lighting a little, so I apologize for that. But otherwise, if I turn on my lights, all of a sudden I get glare. And I don't want glare. It's too much. I'd rather have the natural light. Anyway, and here's just a little collage on a pretty piece of paper, these pretty tulips. Peace talk. Just lots of pieces kind of go together. And these colors too, I really like. This is painted paper. The paper itself was already this vibrant green, and this is from my jelly printing session. So, and more dendritic, and then just some flowers and a picture of lace. I just love that. I think that's just pretty. Color combinations, and then just bam. So every page is like its own little experiment. There's no rule. This is a little vintagey. I could zhuzh it up a little bit. But here, in the mood for color, this is a strips of paper that I just glued together to make, it's part of a long roll. And chocolate candy wrapper. I was curious to see how it would glue, and it works good with double-sided tape. There you go, that cellophane-y stuff. Double-sided tape works good with that. And just a little collage here, really basic. And this was fun too. This is just all the browns. I really love the color combinations on this. So again, I'm kind of learning. I'm teaching myself what I like, what I don't like, what I see to work together or not. So that's what kind of these things are good for. These little booklets, just, get those, like I said before, creative juices going. Find out what their intrinsic value is for you, what you think looks good together. And I love the lines, all the different kinds of lines and texture on this. A winning combination. You've got a maze, you've got polka dots, you've got kind of a chevron thing there, and then just a little tidbit of black and white right there. And then florals. I really like how all of that, you might think that's, wow, that doesn't even go together. Those colors are awful or whatever, but it's something that I like. So that's what's right. That's what works for me in this. And here's some roses and just a plain kind of a easy collage. And this looks vintagey or something that would go in, I would put in a journal card or something with a quote. I tried to find a quote for this and I really couldn't find a decent one. But I do like the colors combinations, and I always love this paper, this striped paper, and I'm really running out. It's all about scraps with that now. Another little collage that just is pretty. It's on some vellum and cardstock paper. Relax and enjoy Only the good vibes. Sounds good to me. Let's do that, right? Sure. Savor the simplicity. Now, I'm not sure about this one. This pink doesn't go with, there's, I guess, a little green in here, but it doesn't really, I don't know. Interesting page, this. And then this, too. With a little variety comes a lot of what's cool. So, again, doesn't really go together, but these go together, and the browns and the oranges on here. So, I don't know if it goes or not, but I like it. And I really love doing this page. This was dendritic. No. I'm sorry. This was oh, my brain has just went blank. The painted papers from my jelly plate. And then I went back and I did some other marks on it to give it a little more interest. And then this is just fun. I like the blues in here. And then I threw in some of this from the cover. And then for the love of tulips, I went with the tulip page. And again, more combinations of interesting colors, shapes, shades, just lots of different combos. And just a thing with some fun quotes. And I like this page too, it's pretty. And then the end here, all our actions take their hue from the complexion of the heart. As landscapes, their variety from light. I have no idea who Francis Bacon is, but thank you for the nice little quote to put on my last page of my little book. See, my little book. I like little book. I like my little book and I like my big book. So those are my 2 glue books that I've been working on during my little creative slump, and I am happy. I am happy with these. Well, I hope you got some inspiration from looking at these and from what I have put together on this. I find that this is a really great way to get those creative juices flowing again if you're stuck in a rut. I hope everyone's having a really good day and enjoying the weather wherever you are. And I pray that you are God blessed and that life is good. And let's see. How you finish depends on how you start. Interesting. Okay. Love you guys. Thanks again for stopping by. Leave a comment down below on what pages you liked. If you have any opinions, I'd love to hear them. Thanks for coming on over again. And as always, friends, take care and God bless. Bye-bye.